Watch out, Canada. There's a new family on the block that you'll relate to and also want to be. Check it out.
One trip.
We put in work.
That is a clip from the new comedy series Run the Burbs. Andrew Phung, who you know from Kim's Convenience, stars in the series and co-created it with his friend Scott Townend. And they are both joining us this morning. Good morning to you, fellas. Welcome back to your morning. First of all, that opening scene, I died. It is like my life every single weekend. And now I just need to add some music to make it even cooler. So congratulations, first of all, on this show. Andrew, I want to start with you. On the show, you play a dad who is, safe to say, very similar to yourself. If anyone follows you on Instagram, they know, like, this is you. So for people who haven't seen the show yet, though, tell us a little bit about your character and about the show.
I play a dad who's just like a cheesy dad. I'm a bit of a throwback. I love those moments with my kids, and this family sees their life in a really big way. And like, I wish we could put a soundtrack to all those things in our life. And this family has a bit of that soundtrack because they're a TV family. It's about a family living their best life in the suburbs. And oftentimes we see the suburbs on TV as like a very boring and mundane place. But like, I grew up in the burbs, and they were like bumping and full of life. And we really want to reflect that, especially right now, because the suburbs are really one of the few options for families to be able to have some space and to have a yard. And it is a great option for families to raise kids.
I love that so much. I grew up in the suburbs myself, and right now, obviously, living in the city. Like, this show makes me want to move out of Toronto and move into the suburbs because it just makes it look so much cooler. Scott, this show, it's so positive. It's aspirational. It feels like the show we need right now. How do you hope that viewers will actually connect with it?
We hope exactly the same thing. We want people to connect with the family. We want people to want this to be their family. We want people to see the neighbors and recognize their own neighbors in their communities, because it's a positive show with a positive family and a positive message, and a family that supports and loves one another. And we pulled that from Andrew's actual family. And so we hope that everybody can see that and find some joy in the times that we're in right now, because it's
I really hope
some tough
after
times.
People watch the first episode without giving too much away. I hope that this will also encourage people to have some serious block parties. That's what I miss, is a good neighborhood block party. Now, Scott, you both are, of course, writers and executive producers on the show. And I'm always curious, when friends come together and they put something amazing together, what it's like to actually work together. Because, you know, you've got the friendship side of it, but then you've got also this major project. So what was it like for the both of you to come together and bring this show to life?
Oh, it was a dream come true. I mean, Andrew and I, we actually met doing a comedy short with our buds in Calgary about 15 years ago. So we've been working together for a long time, and our friendship grew out of that in a lot of ways, and we became so close over the years. But our careers have kind of overlapped. But this is the biggest, obviously, and the most time we spent together, and actually on production was the most time Andrew and I have ever spent together, because we've always lived in different cities.
Yeah.
So it was great.
And speaking of production, Andrew, I feel like you're a friend to almost everyone. Like, anyone I mention, Anne-Marie here, everybody's just like, oh, he's such a great guy.
Yeah.
And you're just such a great friend to so many people. You were also a good friend to Candy Palmater, who is, of course, we consider her a family member here at Bell. She sadly passed away Christmas Day. You knew her for a while, and you decided to write her into the show. And she even shared about her experience, like saying how warm she felt on set and just how nice of a person you are on camera and off camera. What was it like working with Candy on this and to have her be a part of this?
Working with Candy is the best. I've said it before, I loved making her laugh, and she loved making me feel uncomfortable, because as a comedian, she just went for the jokes. She went there. She went big. She didn't care. And that was the thing. She was like so unapologetic in who she was. And we loved that about her. And so when we were developing this show, we thought about neighbors. We thought about the neighbors we wanted in this world. And that's like a big thing for this show. Like, you'll watch the show if you grew up in the burbs, you're like, oh, I know that neighbor. Oh, we have that neighbor. And with Candy, I was like, she's this person I think that can play so many roles in Andrew and the fam's world. And so writing her was easy. And then there's always a fear when you write someone a role. You're like, oh, I really hope they connect to it. I hope they hit it. And I remember the first day she was on set, we did like 2 takes, and the director was like, oh, I think we should move on. Like those are amazing. And
Wow.
she's just so good. She's like effortless. And it has been very bittersweet watching these episodes back and seeing Candy in all her glory, because I know it's weird to say, but I feel like Candy was just getting started. Like she had so many projects on the go. She was on all these different shows. Her voice was like being amplified now. And so it's bittersweet, but I'm glad that Canadians get to see her.
No kidding. And she got to be a part of this amazing project as well. Scott and Andrew, thank you so much for your time. Congratulations again. And like I said, I highly recommend to Canada. You need to watch the show. It is exactly what we need right now. Episode 2 of Run the Burbs airs tonight on CBC, or you can stream the series on CBC Gem. Take care, you guys, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the series.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.